Hello, it's Molly with a brief What's in My Bag Magic Edition. And this is just one of many bags. I joke about having a bag of bags. So over here, I've got my daily practice bag with lots of pins and goodies on it and things people have sent me. A little hat from Lacey, a pen from Mari, different things that people, keychain down here from Karen. It's my bag of bags, and in the bag of bags is all my daily practice stuff, my book of magic days, this was from Saray, a cute little mushroom bag that has my markers in it. There's a basket in here that Karen also made for me that has additional things like my Story Goddess Oracle and a daily reader and some extra stickers in it. I have a Lakshmi bag down there with my cards of the day. I have my Wheel of the Year bag that has all the goddess cards for the wheel in it. And then I have another small bag here that has Replenish and some other cards and stuff in it. So I'm very equipped with my bag of bags. But the one I wanted to talk about today is this one. And this is kind of my month. I'm kind of switching out. So I have a little Tiamat bag from March, and what I'm doing is we have 8 of these bags planned for the year. And I'm switching out as we go through the year which one I use. And this is what I consider to be almost like the mini grab and go bag. So if I'm going somewhere, I'm talking even to the skating rink, this is the little bag I will grab to take with me. If I'm going in the car, and I know I'm not going to have time to do a bunch of journaling or art, but I might have time to color a little card or read a little something, this is what I'll take. And so it's not a full kit. It doesn't have scissors in it, doesn't have glue, it doesn't have markers, but it's my kind of little small grab and go bag when I just want a little touch of the sacred at my fingertips. So it is this little Tiamat bag, and then I have my Daisy pin on it, which Daisy was one of our herbal allies for March into April. And this was part of our March ritual kits that we sent out. So then in the actual bag, let's see if we can actually, in the actual bag, I have my April handbook. If you're a member of the Goddess Magic Mystery School, you just got that handbook in with the Herbal Ally video for April. You just got that this weekend, but I've had it for quite a while because I have to get them ready in advance, and so I've actually worked on mine for some time. The front is a sticker that came from Soul Feather Art Journaling on Patreon, and then I actually haven't added any pockets. I did the cover with 2 kinds of scrapbook paper, and I haven't added any additional pockets to the inside, though I'm planning to do that. And inside is my Cauldron of Creation packet assembled, and then my Cauldron of Creation mini rituals put in the order that I'm planning to use them for our live community practices. So I'm doing these on a weekly basis personally, and then I'm also doing them as a group with our live community practices in the Goddess Magic Mystery School on Patreon. And so they're put in order for me there. But then if I have time, let's say with my grab and go, and let's say I did bring my markers, then I can color them or work on them when I'm out of the house. And then the handbook itself, I have started to add some things too. So I'm using these kind of like a little, kind of a mini little art journal that doesn't have the daily component. So instead of feeling like I don't do something in it every day, but if I have something extra, I add it. So I try to leave blank space in it for people to do that. You can print it out full size and just put it in a binder, or you can print it out booklet size and you just leave it the way it is, or you can add things to it and have it kind of be a mini little art journal as well. So I have an extra blank page there, and then I left spaces intentionally at the bottom of the sections instead of putting the text together, so that if people wanted to make it into an art type of journal, mini art journal, they could. And that's another thing to point out, that you don't have to have a daily practice book to still have an art journaling component to your practice. And so those handbooks that I've been providing every month really make a good place for that, a good way to have that component without having it be something that feels like a daily obligation. I love my daily practice. I love the showing up. I love showing up for myself every day. I love the fact that magic, when you show up for yourself every day, the sacred shows up too. I love the fact that there's some kind of magic every day to see and step into. And so I always invite everyone to participate in that. But for some people, a daily commitment feels like too much. So having just a little place where you can touch base when you can also be very fulfilling. And it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong if you have the little monthly handbook and just check in with it every once in a while instead of every day. And then I also have my decks that I made for our Cauldron of Creation month here in April. I don't know if I can get those out. I have the deck in a little purple bag. Talk about bag of bags. And so I have them, so there is the rituals are in the back, and then the affirmations and prompts are in the front. And then I choose two each day at random. And then those I'm actually, instead of keeping it, you can keep that as a deck and just use it for perpetually. But for me, I am adding it to my Book of Magic days. I'm gluing the cards in every day that I've picked instead of having them be a deck that I continue to use. The nice thing about Printables is if I want to use it as a deck, I can always print out another copy and use it as a deck. And then let's see what else I have. Oh, I have emergency chamomile tea in case I need it. That was from our March ritual kit too. I had a box left over, and so I've actually been drinking that quite a bit. I have a purple moon phase goddess sometimes she comes out and is in my pocket instead of in the bag, but I have that as well. I have my lovely purple prayer beads, amethyst prayer beads that Karen made for me. These are actually often in my pocket too, but I tuck them back in the bag when they're not in my pocket. And so I actually have had these in my pocket almost every day since I got them since they arrived in the mail as a surprise when we got home from the beach. And then I added a purple mini to the end of that. So that's in there too. And speaking of the beach, what else is in here? Speaking of the beach, I've got a sea bean and the sea bean is also usually in my pocket, but it also hangs out in the bag when it is not in my pocket. And then, I have a chocolate bar that's a little worse for wear, my chili dark chocolate. That's in case I need a chocolate bar when I'm out and about with my little bag. And extra Tiamat sticker. Oops, I hope there's nobody spoilering in here. Okay. There's nobody spoiling in here yet. Okay, I have my extra Tiamat sticker for putting into my book. I have the little set I made, a Council of Goddess set of cards. That is 2 little cards for every goddess on this year's Wheel of the Year. And so I have that set in my little bag, and then I can color those if I end up at the skating rink wishing I had something to color. And let's see if there's anything else in here. I think it's just my Book of Magic Days cards. So the last thing in it is March's and April's Book of Magic Days color card printouts. And these, I just love these. I use these all the time. And so I treat these like an oracle deck. So even though the book itself has something for every single day, the color cards, the dates have been taken off so that it creates a mix and match oracle that you can use throughout the year. A few of them have a seasonal link, so you might be like, I'm not feeling the spring emergence if you end up getting that card in October. But in general, they're usable pretty much at any time. And my intention with working on them in this way and providing them in this format is that at the end of the year, you'll have a 365-day card deck that you can mix and match and pull out for inspiration at any time. And so right now I have April's and March's together, and then when I do May, I'll add them to it. I have February's and January's are in a different bag, one of the bags in the bag of bags that I already showed you, and I'm not sure how many of them I will carry at any one time, but right now I have 2 sets together, and I know 365 is kind of a lot of cards, but right now it's only 60, so I do have a couple of little extra ones in there as well. And so that feels like a comfortable amount to handle, and then you don't get the same one too often in a row if you have quite a bit to choose from. So that is what is in my little magic Tiamat bag. Bye-bye.